tutorial today. I feel like it didn't sound weird to you guys, but it sounded so weird. Hey guys, it's ChristyClassyfied here and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on how I got this look using the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette. I absolutely adore this palette. It is so beautiful, so pigmented. The colors are so creamy, so buttery. They blend out. Yeah, they blend out so seamlessly. Like, let me do some finger swatches for you. Like, these are so beautiful. They are a little bit chalky, just a little bit chalky, but honestly, they swatch so beautifully. Ignore that swatch on top. I don't know what my finger just did. But they swatch so beautifully. Usually to get a really good bright swatch, it takes about 2 finger swatches, where if you follow me on Instagram, that's exactly what I did. It was 2 finger swatches to get the bright, vibrant color out of these. But other than that, I absolutely love this palette, and I'm so excited to share this tutorial with you guys because I love this look. But before this video drags on forever, let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so before the video started, I went ahead and already did my foundation and my brows just to get a head start. For my foundation, I used the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. It is brand new, and I mixed the 2 shades Buff Bisque and a Soft Ivory. The Buff Bisque is a little bit too much on the warm side, so I went and I bought Soft Ivory, which is lighter and cooler toned, and I mixed the 2 together to create my perfect shade. It is like my 4th day wearing this foundation now, and I'm in love with the way that it lasts all day and its finish, so that's some really exciting stuff. And on my brows, you know, my holy grail, NYX Tame and Frame Brow Pomade and my Benefit Gimmie Brow. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the Pastel Goth palette, and this palette, let me tell you, is gorgeous. I love all the shades. We're gonna be staying in this range of the palette for today's look. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and prime my lid with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade Fair Neutral. And I love the shade for priming my lid, specifically for this palette, just because the colors are pastel-y and bright. I feel like having a wider base on the eye creates a better base for these colors to really stand out on. Another good thing about using this concealer as a primer is that it has a matte sort of tacky finish to it, so I feel like it helps the shadow stick even better. And now I'm going to go into the Pastel Goth palette, and I'm going to take the shade Skull, which is the white shade. I love these shadows. They're so buttery and so pigmented. Like, whites like this are so hard to find this pigmented, and they just feel so buttery and blend so amazingly. And I'm just going to apply this with my finger. They're just so easy to work with that I'm just going to go ahead and apply it like this. Get it real close to my brow, so I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Precision brush, and I'm just going to apply it in the area I would normally apply my highlight under my brow bone. And now taking this fluffy crease brush from Crown Brush, I'm going to go into Clementine, which is this beautiful peachy pink shade, and I'm going to use this as my I'm going to use this as my transition shade and apply it just above the crease and a little bit into the actual crease. So I just learned this really awesome blending technique from watching a Laura Lee video the other day, and I'll link it down below. But basically she said to do small circles and small windshield wipes to get a very smooth, very seamlessly blended look without getting too messy. And if you watch my videos, you know I get super messy when I'm doing my eyeshadows. So you want to do little windshield wipers and little circles and take it segment by segment or section by section and just blend that out. And then I'm going to add just a little bit more of it. I'm very lightly tapping the brush to it, just add a little bit more. Into the next shade, which is this purple, more on the neon pastel spectrum, and I'm going to use the same brush and I'm going to apply this more deeply into the crease. I'm also bringing this into my outer V. I did the same thing with Clementine and I just like the way that it looks. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to highlight my brow bone, and to use that I'm going to use my Laura Geller Baked Brulee highlighter, and this one is in the shade Toasted Coconut. It's super beautiful and I love the gleam that this highlight gives. So I'm going to go ahead and use that e.l.f. pointed crease brush or pencil brush, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to use it in the highlight to highlight my brow bone. Now I don't want any weird harsh lines, so I'm going to take my fluffy crease brush again and I'm going to go into the transition shade, which was Clementine, and I'm going to go ahead and buff everything out so I don't have a hard like section like it looks like right now. And I'm going to go in a little bit lightly with Meow, which was that purple shade. I'm just going to go in a little bit more over it. Just like that. Now I'm going to take my Luxie 227 blending brush. It's a really, really nice fluffy flat brush, and I really love this for applying the lid colors. I'm going to go into the palette and I'm going to take Star, which is the beautiful yellow shade in the palette. I love how pigmented and beautiful this yellow is. Like, look at that, guys. Look at it. Look at it. And I'm going to apply this all on the lid, concentrating it on the inner part of it. Next, I'm going to use that same brush and I'm going to go into Dope, which is a more darker, more pastel, more on the actual pastel spectrum of these two purples. And I'm going to take that on that same brush. This color is Dope. I don't know if I said it. I don't remember. Oh well, I said it twice. And I'm just going to apply this to the outer corner, the outer V, if you must. And a little bit into the crease, but not so much. Now before I finish the rest of this eye look, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the rest of my face. Okay guys, first I'm going to go in and highlight my face. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. It is also new along with the foundations, and this is in the shade Light Ivory. It's a little bit on the pink side for me, but they didn't have the lighter shade that was more on the yellow spectrum. It was sold out, so I just went ahead and bought this one, and I've actually been loving it. Now this concealer is really thick. It's thick and a little bit on the matte side, but the coverage is not like full-on coverage in comparison to my Shape Tape Concealer, but it is buildable. Which is really been awesome. Other than that, I really love this this concealer, and how it blends out so easily. I think I'm good with just one layer under my eye, so I'm gonna go ahead and highlight the rest of my face now. So I've been breaking out really badly because I stopped listening to my body and kept eating dairy, and this is the result. So guys, your body's trying to tell you something. Listen to it, because half the time it's right. And now I'm going to go ahead and contour and bronze up the face using my Beach Goddess palette from Illuminate Cosmetics by Ashley Tisdale. I don't know the name of the bronzer shade because I lost the little thing that was on top that had all the shade names. But I'm going to go in with the matte bronzer, which is this right here. And I'm going to use this crown brush. It's a stippling brush. And normally I would use it for blush, but I started using it to bronze up my face. And it's become easily one of my favorite things to do this with. Just because of the angle, it's like you can carve out your cheeks, it browns up the rest of your face. I absolutely love it. I love it so much. So much. I didn't set my face. That's why I'm like, why does it feel tacky? And I forgot to set my face. It's okay, I'll do it after. Thankfully, this foundation is pretty awesome. The bronzer isn't sticking to it, and there aren't any weird pick up of foundation. The bronzer is applying really nicely on top of it, and I haven't set it, so that's a plus. That just shows this foundation is awesome. Now I'm going to take my Morphe 429 brush. It is a small contouring brush, and using that same contour shade, I'm going to go in and contour where the shadows would normally be on my nose. So right here. And I normally don't bring it all the way down to the very tip. I bring it down along my nostrils like this. Just because it gives it the desired size, look, and shape that I like for my nose. Now I'm going to smooth everything out with my beauty blender. I just pinch it and I blend it up towards the bridge of my nose and down towards where the rest of the contour is. Go in with my Luxie 514 blush brush and my Dirty Little Secrets blush. This is in the shade Kitty Pink, and it is my perfect shade of blush. It's kind of apricot-y but on the pink side, and it's really natural looking as I'm barely starting to like blushes, so if they're too harsh, I don't like. And I'm just gonna brush this on the apples of my cheeks just like that. And I love that that one swipe was enough for both cheeks. So, yes, that is a Christy Classyfied approval, just like that. Now to highlight my face, I'm going to go in with my current holy grail highlight that I use almost every day, and that is a City Color Highlight Trio. This is collection number 1. Now let me tell you, for how cheap this highlight little trio is, it is so good, so pigmented, and you just freaking glow. Like, you really glow. Like, I appreciate that. And I love applying this with my Morphe M497 fan brush. I know a lot of people aren't super uber fans of the fan brush, but I love it, especially for these because they're a little bit on the powdery side. But unlike the e.l.f. Illuminating Quad, these actually, you can see the glow, where I feel like the e.l.f. one, it's kind of like a soft sheen. But I'm just gonna apply you see that? I love, love, love this highlight. And I just use all 3 shades. I like slather my brush in it. And chase. And then I'm gonna take some down my nose. And on my Cupid's bow. Yes, 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 I love this highlight. I'm glowing, glowing for the gods. Alright guys, so we're almost done. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the eye look now. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pencil brush and I'm going to dip it into Doom, which is this beautiful bright blue pastel color. And I'm going to use this to line my waterline. And I really let myself get a little bit messy with this, smudge it down if I need to. I'm going to actually add some more on this side. Okay, now for the liner, I'm going to do it off camera just because I'm horrible at doing liner this way on camera. I did it for my Coachella video and I was so proud of myself. This product that I'm using is a little bit different than using my matte liquid lips. So in this beautiful little Sephora sample container, I have some of the Milk Makeup eye pigments. This is in the shade Presh, I think. I don't know. I'll put the correct shade name down below. These eye pigments are amazing. Like, I'm gonna take the littlest amount on this brush and sorry, that was like maybe a little bit too little. But like, they are amazing, so pigmented, so freaking beautiful, and they last. I was at Sephora and it took like 3 of the round cotton swabs fully like lathered in their makeup remover to take this off. Like, it could be a con and a pro, but I see it as a pro. I got samples because after my like whole Kylie like allergic reaction incident, I'm really scared of putting new products on my eyes, so I want to be very careful. So I got a sample size, but I'm definitely going to go back and buy some if I don't get an allergic reaction to it, which I really hope I don't. But using an e.l.f. concealer brush, it's like a super mini concealer brush, I'm going to apply this pigment as my eyeliner. And the reason that I'm doing it off camera, it's a little bit harder to work with than a matte liquid lip because it dries super fast, so I have to be quick with it and make sure that it looks exactly the way that I want it to. So I'll be right back. Guys, that was so much faster than this one took. Like, I'm really proud of myself right now. While I did the liner, I also went ahead and applied my mascara. Today I used the Tarte Tartiest mascara, and as well, you know, my holy grail superhero mascara from It Cosmetics. This baby is drying out and I need the new one. I really need to get the new one. You know, yeah, okay. Okay, next I'm going to go into the inner corner of my eye, and for that I'm going to be using the Milk Makeup pigment. This is in the shade Mermaid Kiss, and this is like a really pretty green shade. And I'm also going to be using some MAC glitter. This is in the shade Turquoise. And what I'm doing is I'm taking a really flat concealer brush. I'm dipping it first into the I'm dipping it first into the Milk Makeup eye pigment and then dipping it into the glitter and applying it to the inner corner of my eye. It's a little bit more glitter on this one. There's more eye pigment than there's glitter. That's never good. You always want more glitter. And now to finish off this look, I'm going to go in with my Tartiest lip paint. This is a cute little sample that I got in my March Ipsy bag, and it looks like a really gorgeous shade, so I wanted to go ahead and use it for this look. Honestly guys, I love the brush on these like Tartiest lip paints. Like, it has an indent that I feel like fits so perfect on the lip. Absolutely adore it. Like, I really absolutely adore it. Alright guys, so that completes this look. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave me some comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And as always, until next time, stay classy, bye. Hey guys, it's ChristyClassifyed here from ChristyClassyfied, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be I can't say tutorial! And now taking this fluffy. I just learned this really cool blending technique. It's really cool to me because and now I'm gonna go into the next shade using that same brush, and the